Northeast Arnhem Land in the Northern Territory of Australia is home to the Yolngu Nation, one of the world's oldest living cultures whose knowledge and history has been passed down from generation to generation. Our culture and the law is a source of well-being, happiness and pride of Yolngu. We honor and respect our elders both past and present. To this day, we have continued to sing and dance the songlines that have been carried through Yolngu knowledge and history for thousands of years. The Yolngu land and sea belong to two moieties, Yiricha and Doa. Everything in the Yolngu world belongs to either Yiricha or Doa. Every rock, tree, the sun and the moon have been divided into Yiricha and Doa. Yirichas are the owners of the Manike and the knowledge of Ngarali. The Doa are the executives of guiding the knowledge. The clans are connected to each other in a kinship system. Every Yolngu is related to each other through the kinship cycle of Kuruto, which is also called Yotiyindi, mother and child. Like a woven mat, everyone and everything is connected. For generations, we've lived in harmony with the land, being healthy through hunting, fishing, bush medicine and ceremony. But today, smoking early has become one of the great threats to our communities. The smoking rates of around 70% amongst Yolngu is higher than Australia's average. The story of Ngarali began in 1700s before white settlement in Arnhem Land. It began with the western winds that brought the Macassans to our shores. The Macassans were the first visitors to Arnhem Land, arriving in their praus. The Macassans traded with Yolngu for tripeng or sea cucumber, and in return taught Yolngu how to make a dugout canoe or lipa, and also catch turtle with a harpoon, and many other things. The Macassans and Yolngu relationship grew beyond trade. They became family, a part of the Yiricha moiety. They taught each other their language, and the Macassan words such as Bachu, Rupia and Ngarali, words we still use today. The Macassans also introduced us to Ngarali. They were the first to show us how to smoke Ngarali with a long pipe called Lungin. Since this introduction of Ngarali, its use and significance has become a sacred part of culture and ceremony.
No one smoked Ngarali until the Macassan came in and tried Ngarali. That's how it started. Only the men smoked Ngarali because Ngarali was their like kachala.
Kachala is a Yolngu word meaning valuable or precious. When Yolngu smoke Ngarali, we think of Warwo, which means meditating or mourning for Yolngu and the land where we come from.
Recorded na purong yutau le murong yutau generation ko le mertungu ni na maning getir ngoroke value dan ngo uni ngai minguru mer valuable ngai nguni minguru mer ngai nguni.
The use of Ngarali in the old days was very different to how it is used today.
Uni berikan wala ngala pal mere orang oi boncoro kajung ngai ngala pal yo ai ngobuk matto.
And my father is Mawalan number 1. I'm a daughter of Mawalan number 1.
Mawalan number 1 is my grandfather. I'm named after him.
In the old days, only the men and women with grey hair could smoke Ngarali.
He was chief. He was a custodian of the land, and he had the knowledge of sacred ceremony.
My father used to tell me it's only once a time. Only get up in the morning, go to work. After work, before go to sleep, and that's it.
Yeah, my grandfather used to say that, don't smoke Ngarali.
The pipe that Molan one used here is sacred. Only people with authority that had passed through ceremony were entitled to smoke.
Mainmat. Uni ngarali walkan darpal kungal. Uni ngarali bayo kan bukmak tu nakon bake public to.
Get it out sometimes, just ngalapal, old people, not young people, not 12-year-olds smoking.
Kang uni li wal ngule share mara na grupa na ngarali una junga ngalapal mirin mala junga yan. Ya ka bukmak o li junga ya. Ngalapal junga ya.
Uni kan ngarali dawai rualang dil korong ngalapal miru mala gawalnya kan dibujur karogo. Deten mangal wakar walolel kapai kan uni ngai rogo rawakten bala kan bulung ngal nakong don bala kan tinggal kajapa metu kalel kana olele na uni nyoka crab klolel nyoka lel bala iwakan landur kana uni jujum mangone bala iwakan landur bala kan bujur na uni kan ngarali walan dawai yor bala kan uni bujur rogo bamatja.
Over time, this new practice became a habit, and gradually habit became culture, and so Ngarali found its place in the Yolngu world.
Smokes has become a part of a culture in a traditional things, ceremony of Yiricha Moiety in Eastern Arnhem land.
Kuro-kuro pa na kun Ngarali?
Ayo.
Na kun daltian na kun
Lako ngai kuruto lako warta kon ngara. Kawala kon ngari pero nyo malara kalangau. Tuwe na walang gayoto.
Sempre ulan ni waro yon kape ni waro muka Ngarali markup.
Tuwe rako
markup pero wako. Kape no alle.
Iyo.
Ngarali o.
Iyo.
Kau na ulan ngai kuro pa na yan.
Iyo, o mare da rako.
Yo, mare. Ngarali markup wako. Kape no alle.
Iyo.
Oh, nawe ngande. Ngarali markup mere. Kape yan.
Kacala dola.
Ora punyo alle ka mulot na kangeta mo ni.
Iyo.
Belum guru walkan jama. Bunguli walkan ngama irung ni Ngarali. Unyang urang eka. Uni rumrung ngai recorded uni history. Una mani kay ngoro. Ngantu nga mga leader mo ito mi aman Ngarali. Umiyak tu ka bicar ngai tu ngani chanting nga una wailing ngai tu ka miyak. Ngarali ngai tu retarion. Uni limurung nga reference malalimur tu mangitir ka nga malimur tu ka history. Limur young people yo.
Like when we dance to get cigarette, we dance and then we get cigarette and then we sit around and smoke. Like this happens when we have big funeral. Yiricha mob say goodbye to the deceased person.
The smoke from the Ngarali rises to the sky, and at sunset the sun would become red. The Yolngu call this Japana. This meaningful Yolngu metaphor reflects on the life of a person, symbolizing the nearing end of an earthly life and the beginning of a life in a land called Daring, our paradise. In the old days, the elders smoked their Ngarali while thinking about their Daring. Through the song lines, they already warned us about the sickness that comes with Ngarali. The word Ramucho is used to mean sickness or death. This tells us that our elders already knew about the harmful effects of smoking Ngarali.
That me Ramucho, death namanya. Talaga bukuman ko. I understand baiko. What is mean Ramucho? That na kong kapatid bilang na ya kamit. Pian met na.
The Yolngu law dictated the use of Ngarali. It determined ownership and use of it. It kept our children away from the smokes until another visitor came to our lands, Methodists. Missions were established on Goulburn Island in 1916, on Milingimbi in 1923, at Yirkala in 1934, and on Elko Island in 1942. The lives of Yolngu were once again affected by drastic changes, and the socialization of Ngarali took a different turn.
Mission day, when the first mission came in, ration was given to Yolngu people those days.
They too brought Ngarali with them in the form of sticks, using them as payment for work done around the mission stations.
I seen them lined up. They had to work in the farm, work in the paddock, work in the cattle, timber, pump. They had to work at the pump.
People used to cut skin of the crocodile and they used to sell that skin of the crocodile for ngarali and for food.
Palan dañ mala micin dañ mala marcinaan. They la marang aja mokoñ. Ding ding yan ding ala nga ko na yo mo yamala ne ora yamala atemra. This is where the shop that they built. Line jabir wala kan line up dirimuk mo kadar wa yo ngo ala polmer buka ala polmer da prong dirimuk ngale na al martin ngale ya but ngale and ration was the wages.
That's the wages for them.
It's like a work.
They used to work hard.
When World War II broke out, many more visitors came to Arnhem land and brought Ngarali with them.
And the militaries, Second World War in Northern Australia, it's been a big impact to many of Yolngu people.
Eventually, the Macassan pipe, after 2 centuries, was replaced with paper rollies. The elders who were smoking started noticing the effects of the new tobacco and paper rollies brought by the missionaries.
Longing, rolling non-stop.
Micin ya, ngapa gin bunan micin berenja. Para kacer ngai kan orang ngai malah buncur, bengai longin marangal, orang ngai na milk to. Dia ngarap meri milk to makna ngai kuang jili makai kuang kan meri milk. Ngulungin kan buncur. Ngulukui history, ngulukin na pertemuan gitu. Kamara menguni kan nina ngulungi history. Ya pijan na pertuka nina kamari kina pertuka ngulungi history. Bila nak kena purunya. Di punja bala. Na purungan ja space or equation or Yolngu ja side or moving out na kundi para bala balanda wala calculate.
By this time, the foundation had been laid and Yolngu everywhere were becoming increasingly addicted to Ngarali. Ngarali had now taken on a new form, one that was a lot more accessible and easy to smoke. By now, Ngarali had changed from the dried tobacco leaves brought by the Macassans and the missionaries. It was being manufactured into cigarettes and sold across the world. Yolngu, like everyone else, were targeted by the tobacco companies to buy cigarettes and became more readily available in community stores.
Today, too many people are smoking Ngarali, and there is young people dying in Arnhem land.
Tobacco companies profit by getting people addicted to smoking, especially our young people. Whilst Yolngu were already singing about the harmful effects of Ngarali in their songlines, the rest of the world were still unaware of the dangers. The tobacco companies started devising many ways to promote and normalize smoking through advertising on TV, radio, and billboards.
I have seen that many things in the smoking industry are promoted too much. The tobacco company don't even care how much tobacco they sell to Yolngu because they want to generate money.
The tobacco industry would spend millions of dollars to promote their packets of cigarettes at sporting events as sponsors. The distribution and marketing of cigarettes allow for anyone in the community to smoke them. Yolngu saw white people smoking everywhere. This contributed to making Yolngu think that smoking was normal.
I used to smoke when I was young, and back in the 60s, because I have seen so much of friends smoking, I feel that I want to smoke because it's the only way to socializing myself and meeting other people by joining with them.
And I realized that it wasn't nice the first time, but as you keep smoking, you get used to it, and when you can't stop, then that's when you get addicted to smoking. And some people can give up, some people give up for quite a while, some people just non-stop.
But now, with this tobacco with a lot of chemicals on, they smoke from morning right up all the way until it goes down, because that nicotine is firing them, to smoke all the time.
Smoking cigarettes is like, for an example, you go to a shop, you buy stuff, drinks, food, shirts, toys, whatnot. They see it as like buying stuff at the shop.
White flour and sugar and Ngarali is the things that Ngabagi brought that are killing Yolngu.
Kangal yang nga pagincha. Tarwan bulun Ngarali dawat turo, balangay blap tura. Nah, to Ngarali, anybody can smoke it if they jala. Choice jabuna nanga freedom ja. Bola miran to choose. Help yourself.
In the old days, there wasn't enough Ngarali to really kill people.
Well, young people are learning from Walangu, walang bicara bilin bola mira. We can smoke anytime, we can marry anyone. Bicarakan. Yakan kan room kun tukar kun mal toro.